Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Last episode we managed to secure some allies within the Rivermen. We also got our grandson and future heir betrothed. We went on a grand hunt, came away wounded, ended up scarred, and that got us some more prestige. So ultimately we were able to achieve our ambition of becoming exalted among men. We're up to 2100 prestige, and I'm only 41. So that means it's time to pick a new ambition. We could amass wealth, fall in love, have a son, have 5 children, expand the realm by conquest, or obtain Valyrian steel. All of these seem a little bit flawed. Amass wealth, obtain 750 gold. Well, I want to invest in Riverrun, so maybe that's not a good idea. Fall in love, well, I do have a wife already. Have a son, or have 5 children. Well, I have 4 daughters at the moment, but my wife is 42. Expand the realm by conquest. That is a good idea. I'm not exactly sure how I would do that at the moment. Probably I'd have to fabricate some claims, but I don't know whose army I could beat with 8,000 men. And I have no idea where to get Valyrian steel. So I guess expand the realm is the only one that I'm actually interested in doing. So I'll pick that. What I could do as a starting point is to sow dissent in the Trident. So I'm going to send Sir Sefton down to Duskendale and see if he can get some results. A son was born to Sir Clement Mandrake and Princess Celia named Jason. How's he doing? So far so good, it looks like. He's still alive. He's not sickly. Your Grace, I write on behalf of the bank to express consternation at the actions of your bannerman, Lord Malyard Rollingford. This guy again? I'll issue a reprimand. I can imprison him if I want to. I don't think that's necessary. 40% chance anyway. He has this High Lordship down here in Rosby. Maybe what I'd want to do is revoke his title. Obviously, he's not responsible enough to hold it. I don't have the crown authority to do it. Plus, it would negatively affect all my other vassal opinions as well. So it's probably not a smart idea. Alright, I think it's your lucky day, Lord Malyard. You're gonna get off on this one. My grandson Symon was bitten by a snake. The brave little fool keeps seeking out danger. That's my lad. He gains 1 martial, and the trait brave, which is 2 martial. Or I could praise his bravery to everyone. That would give him martial and prestige. Or caution must temper your courage. 50% chance he'll get craven. We definitely don't want that. I think I'll say that's my lad. He'll get martial and brave. So he's up to 7 now. I think he's looking pretty good. 6 martial, 4 learning. Remember, I'm his guardian, so hopefully he'll get some better diplomacy as well. Eileen of 3 Flowers arrived in my court on the 2nd of Third Moon with a 20 intrigue. And here on the 4th of Third Moon, she's dead. Vanished without a trace. So, that's super suspicious. More importantly, however, we have the barracks built in Riverrun. I don't quite have money for another upgrade yet. Time for me to educate Jyrel. She has a good martial, which isn't super useful for a girl. She might be queen if anything happens to Symon. I'm going to make her good with numbers. Just basic. 12 gold. The good news is she's not sickly anymore. So it looks like we're going to have 3 healthy grandkids. Lord Arwen is congratulating me on my troops once again. He's getting a little long in the tooth. Up to 52. We do have the funds to get stables in at Riverrun. So let's do that. 75 gold. And also, under my guidance, my grandson Symon is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. So that's good. That should help his martial even more. It's up to 7 now. He's only 8. I'm pretty happy with that. Master of Coin Celia has some good ideas on the economy. We had this last part or the part before. I think it's a pretty good deal to lose the 5 gold, but then get the 5% in perpetuity. Plus, if I don't do it, my daughter won't like me as much, and we can't have that. So, adopt her ideas. Also, Queen Gianna of the Trident has gotten betrothed. She was up to 12 without having a partner, so I'm not too surprised. She's betrothed to Zachary Darkland, which is of the same house. So I believe that's technically her uncle, even though he's 8 years younger than she is. It is definitely her grandfather's nephew. So alright then. So the game has flagged to me that Jyrel needs a guardian. I think her mom is a good idea. So I found a couple of guys here who are young, not too bad, have a strong claim, Sandor here, on the lordship of Laliston, and he'd be willing to join my court. So I figured, why not? Couldn't be bad to get some more people in with a decent claim. Sir Davos here, he has a claim on Rook's Rest. And now that I have some more people in court, I can look into arranging a marriage for Catelyn. So I think Sandor is going to do it. He has some decent all-around stats and a strong claim on the lordship of Laliston. In fact, he's next in line. So if nothing else, that will get their children some claims as well. And now that he's in our court, we can force him to do matrilineal. Catelyn will actually gain 1 prestige and lose 100 from marrying a relative of a lord. So I'll send that along. We can host a wedding. The wedding would cost 75 gold and would get my vassal opinion up 10 for a year. That doesn't seem worthwhile to me. Most of my vassals have a pretty good opinion of me. The ones that don't have good reason. Malyard I reprimanded when he couldn't pay his debts, and he desires my high lordship of Rosby. My brother is just jealous all around because I'm a good lord and he's not. Lady Edgerton I executed her kinsman. More good news, our stables are completed. Celia is such a caring daughter, always ready to lighten up the mood during a somber family dinner or play with the children. Even though we may disagree from time to time, I cannot deny her accomplishments as a daughter. People like her are rare indeed. Plus 15 opinion for 15 years. We're already at 100, she's pretty much my best friend at this point. Lord Deddington wants me to compete in the joust. This type of thing is below me at the moment. I watched my grandson Symon play with other children yesterday and noticed that he didn't want to share his toys. This is how children learn thrift. He could gain the trait greedy. He needs the birch 40% chance he loses greedy. He does have greedy already. He needs a lecture on charity. 50% he gains charitable, 40% he loses greedy. Or the Father will save him from hell. Gain piety, but 20% chance he loses greedy. I think he needs a lecture on charity. No, he lost greedy, but that's all. Sir Davos, who I just invited into my court as a potential husband for Catelyn, has decided he wants to get married. There has been this nice Dornish girl in my court, Doncella Ironwood. She's only 6 years younger than Davos, so I think that will go nicely. Yeah, her parents were Stone Dornish, but since she was educated in Riverrun, she's become a Riverman culture. Lord Ballman wants to send his child Mathis to me so that I can be his ward. I was planning on having him mentor Jason, but I don't see why we couldn't take on Mathis. A fine notion. Just having another look at the council here, everything seems pretty well set the way it is. Sir Sefton and Lord Arwen are starting to get on a bit. I wouldn't mind changing out Lord Geribald as Hand, except women can't be Hand. So he's the best I've got at the moment. I do have some better commanders I can bring in. Sir Davos and also Sandor. Celia has gained us an extra 26 in gold this month. She has been an excellent master of coin. More good news. A daughter has been born to Sandor and Catelyn. Her name is Melissa. So good to see those two are happily married. Oh, they've had twins. Liza and Melissa. And of course both are House Tully because we have a matrilineal marriage. So good start. Winter is coming. It's getting colder in the Riverrun. It's big penalties to my levies, my growth, my supply limit, and building time and cost. My grandson Symon does his homework and is always on time for his lessons. He has a good mentor. He'll gain diligent. I could praise him in front of the court and he'll gain prestige. Or I could thank the warrior and gain piety. This child needs to lighten up. So he does have diligent already. So maybe I should praise him in front of the court to get him prestige, since he doesn't need diligent. I thought that I was going to be guardian of Mathis, but he's given the job to Roger. So that does free me up to have Jason as my ward. Symon is impulsive and seems unable to tell right from wrong. What should I do with my wayward grandson? Give him a pat on the head. He'll get arbitrary. Or it's the scrap for him and he'll lose arbitrary. Arbitrary doesn't seem very good, so he's going to get the scrap. So here we have, down by Rosby, an army of Tragar of Pentos is marching onto Hollard Hall in their war on the Targaryens. So I said, what's going on with Pentos? And yeah, it looks like they're doing pretty good for themselves. It's a better look at Essos. Oddly, Magister Ordello of Pentos doesn't really seem that good. 8 martial and 2 stewardship. He's also listed as not having any parents. But he is winning the war on the Targaryens. Another tournament, this time from Geribald in Branstone. I'm gonna say no. Here's a look at Symon's betrothed. She's 15 now. She's looking pretty good at 9 diplomacy and 6 martial. Authoritative, proud, zealous, and kind. She could make a good wife. Tice is not responding well to tuition, according to Maester Baron. She's a foolish child, and she loses 1 learning. So she has no learning. Everything else is looking okay. At 11. Shy, cynical, and just. Celia has had another son. This time his name is Michael. He seems to have survived so far. Danos, who was my ward and is now my friend, has had true account of Adam of Duskendale journeys added to their treasury. I'm not sure what that means. Uh-oh, I think Lord Ballman has passed. Died a natural death at age 60. So now Danos is Lord of Hayford, and his liege is Lord Baron of Blackwater Bay, who reports to Storm Queen Argella. So having a look at the laws, I've already gotten my feudal levies up to medium. Maybe I should do the same with the cities. It's minus 20% from my burghers. I don't think it'll be an issue. Danos has invited me to a grand banquet. Lots of people and lots of food. Good. Plus 15 opinion for 1 year. We have arrived in Hayford, where Lord Danos has greeted us warmly. Thank you for having us. I was seated next to Waldron at the feast, and although we had never really talked before, we really hit it off. I think I made a new friend. So he's actually lowborn. The feast is over and it's a long journey home. Where will it be next year? The Lords of Riverrun have approved the institution of the Medium City Levies Law. So I'll have a little bit more defense if I need it. A famous herald has arrived at court. Lothar Shaw. Our Chamberlain is saying that we can make good use of this man. I can recruit him for 10 gold, or I can say not another mouth to feed and lose 5 prestige. He doesn't really look that remarkable, to be honest. 35 and unmarried, no claims, no decent stats, not another mouth to feed. We have plenty of prestige to spend. My grandson Symon hardly eats anything for fear of turning fat. Temperance is a virtue, so he does have temperate. Thank the warrior for Symon's virtues. 10% chance he'll get gluttonous, or he must learn to enjoy life. 50% chance gluttonous. 40% chance I'll lose temperate. Temperance is a virtue. Our alliance between King Edmund and Lord Patrick has broken down. They no longer have marriage ties. He's died in a hunting accident. So Lord Tyler Frey of the Crossing is now in charge at age 8. That didn't last too long, did it? So what are my packs looking like? I don't have any alliances. I can try to form an alliance with Lord Benefer of Atranta, which is down by the Duchy of Harrenhal, and he will take me up on that. So that's over 1,000 troops. Remember, his daughter is betrothed to my grandson. Septon Richard, who is the spy master of Rosby, and my brother Brendan, would like to come to my court instead. I don't really think I need him. He's only a 12 intrigue. I have enough courtiers already. Now I can ask Lord Tyler of the Crossing for an alliance. Even though his father is dead, his mother is my sister, so that's a close family tie. So now I'm back to having 2 alliances, which is much better than 0. So, Queen Gianna of the Trident has decided to press her claim on the throne of the Iron Isles. So now those 2 kingdoms are at war. Riverrun is pretty much right in the middle. So I feel like this may be an opportunity for me as well, if for no other reason that after the war both sides will be significantly weakened. Although I think she's going to win this. So therefore I'm going to call it a part, and we'll come back next time and see what happens with the war and see if we can make it work to our advantage. My first instinct would be to press my claim on Harrenhal, and maybe I could pick up a foothold in the center of the realm. But yeah, we'll have to see for next time. For now, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a good night.